Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie, and that's Mount Hood.
We were on our way to Portland, and we decided to take a pit stop up here on Mount Hood and camp for the night. What a beautiful place to be. It's sunny, it's gorgeous, and I couldn't be happier to stand up here enjoying a sample from our friend, Brent Pounds.
Hey, Brent Pounds.
Thank you so much for the sample. If it's your first time joining us for 5 Sip Friday, we nose the glass, take 5 sips, try and figure out what in the heck we're drinking, say whether or not we like it, and ultimately it is revealed. And we've got something gorgeous here today. I can smell it already.
I know. It's gorgeous on the nose. It's gorgeous outside. We've got a gorgeous view. I'm hoping this tastes gorgeous.
Well, let's get onto the nose and check it out.
It smells great.
Yeah.
It smells like bourbon.
Yeah, it's fruity, it's appley, it's honey.
Yep.
Almost like a Honeycrisp apple thing. That's very subtle, very nice.
It's got a nice little hint of oak. Yeah, it's fruity. Let's start the weekend.
Oh boy, that's not high proof.
That's immediately what I thought, that it was a little bit thin on the palate, not super high proof, but the flavors there are really nice.
It does have great flavor, yeah. I'm enjoying it so far. It's that apple, honey, crisp, appley thing. That's the primary flavor that I'm getting, but there's a little caramel there, a hint of oak, hint of vanilla, sort of usual suspects type of whiskey so far.
Yeah, I agree with you about the apple. It's just like a really nice, it almost feels summery.
Sip two?
Yeah.
Now there's a little bit of a rye spice maybe there.
I was going to say, it got a little perfumey, a little spicy on that one.
Interesting. Okay, Brent Pounds known for throwing us some curveballs.
Yep.
We'll see on this one. It's interesting. There's a building heat. Even though I do think it's still low proof, it did bring a little bit of a hug that time.
We are on the same page. I was just thinking how I could have swore this was going to be like 94 proof, and now it's like the heat is building.
Well, do you still like it?
I do like it.
Okay,
I'm
2 sips
enjoying
in.
this.
We like
Yeah.
it. Sip 3?
3.
I am so distracted. It is beautiful here.
Wow, I know. I thought you were going to talk about the drink, but yes, the surroundings are very beautiful. This one is interesting to me because it was so appley, so fruit forward, and then in sip 2, it got a little spicy, a little perfumey. And on sip 3, I would think this has that like floral note that sometimes you find in an MGP product. So it's kind of morphed. Each sip is a little bit different, and a lot of times we don't get that.
No, we're finding new things all the time, and I completely agree with you. The floral, the honey, that makes me think MGP. And it makes me think rye.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I'm all over the place.
I could have swore it was a bourbon just on the nose.
Sip number 4?
Yeah. Man, Mount Jefferson is just like right there, and she's so
Bam.
beautiful.
Yeah, right in your face.
There is a little vanilla, almost a little chocolate, maybe a little maltiness on this.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, it's like a it's like a knockoff brand Oreo. You get the vanilla, and then the chocolate is not an intense chocolate. It's
Right.
It's a little bit of a letdown type of chocolate. Not that this is a letdown.
Right.
But it's a little. It's not
That rich, dark chocolate.
Exactly.
Or,
It's not
yeah.
super impactful chocolate, but it is there.
Yeah.
Boy, we really are on the same page for this one.
I know that like never happens.
Super weird. I'm just staring off into the abyss now. Do you
Me
want to do
too.
sip 5 and just get on with it?
I do. I sometimes we take a little bit longer to do our sips, but let's sip 5.
Almost finished it this time.
I didn't pour it all.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I kept them a little bit smaller this time.
Well, sip 5, that was great. I think that was my favorite sip. I took a larger sip, enjoyed more robust flavor because I did that, I suspect.
Yeah.
Spicy, a little brown sugar showing up there, a little bit of that chocolate, the vanilla, the honey. The apple has kind of gone to the back end of it now. It is just sort of an easygoing, likable, sippable whiskey, whatever it is.
Yes, I agree. And I'm getting a little peanut brittle on that last sip.
Oh.
Not so much the nuttiness, but just like that binding agent. You know, like sometimes it's just like a little bit sticky, a little bit hot. It's probably honey. So the honeyness of that.
5 sips in the book. Are you ready to make a guess on what this thing is?
Yeah, think so. This one's a little bit of a conundrum because, like I said, I kind of immediately thought it was a bourbon. Then I kind of thought it was a rye. So I'm going to split the difference and say a high rye bourbon on this one.
That's fair. I
yeah.
like that.
I'm going to stick with my gut and go with a 96 proof. I don't think it's
like
over 100, even though it's getting a little bit warmer. But I just think by the way that it drinks, those first initial sips, I'm going in that 90 range. Feel safe at 96.
Yeah, I think so too. Do you have a guess on the brand or anything like that?
This doesn't taste familiar, even though all of the flavors are familiar flavors. This drink as a cohesive drink doesn't really taste familiar to me. I wouldn't think that it was craft.
I agree.
It seems like a distillery. Obviously, they're all distilleries, but it doesn't strike me as craft. I'm definitely thinking MGP on this one for sure.
I would agree with that.
And
Do you like it?
knowing where he's from, I'm gonna say West Coast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Do you like it?
Yes, I do like it. It doesn't blow me away, but I am enjoying this drink.
Yeah, I like it for what it is, which I think is a easygoing, laid-back, low-proof sipper. I think this is probably. I like your bourbon guess. I'm gonna go rye to help us hedge our bets here. I'm also gonna go 92 proof, and I've been trying to figure out what in the world would I go with. I would go MGP on this one because, again, there's no grain here. It doesn't have a youthful note to it. I just think it's an easygoing sipper, and so that's what I'm gonna go with is MGP, and I'll say, shoot, what's a brand that we haven't guessed in a while? I don't know. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. So let's just say it's a rye, it's 92 proof, and it's MGP. That's my guess.
Yeah.
All right. Brent sent us the answers in an email, which is on Julie's phone.
And I almost just dropped it.
We're going to get into that. Let's figure out what in the world we've got. And I will say, yes, I completely agree with you. I liked it. I thought it was a nice, easygoing sipper.
Oh, what proof did you say?
I said 92.
It is 92 proof.
Is it really?
It is, on the nose.
I thought I was going to be way under on this one.
So there's only a photo, so we're definitely going to have to do a little bit of research on this.
We're great at that.
But it's Barman 1873 bourbon. From what I can read from the label, limited release 92 proof. And I'm going to show you this beautiful bottle in one.
Or we'll just put the photo on the screen.
Oh, you might not be able to see that at all. But we'll put the photo on the screen. And like always, we're going to have to learn a little bit more about this one.
Interesting. We'll add a few notes on here so you can learn about it just like we're learning about it.
It's got a fun insignia.
It is.
That makes me think it's like from the UK.
Honestly, it's a good-looking label. It says it's a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys. Well, we don't know much about it other than it's easy sipping. It's tasty enough. What a lovely sample that was. Thank you so much, Brent Pounds. We had a great time out here. Look at this view. How could you not have a nice time out here from wherever we are?
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You want to go up there?
I do.